Married couples, I trust me, I get it. I know that being married is very testing and trying. Sometimes it kills me when I hear people say, oh, marriages is not meant to be rough or meant to be hard. I mean, listen, you have two people that's growing in different areas of their life that are failing in two different areas of their life. You mean to tell me there's not going to be no bumping of heads? It is. But I got a question for all the married people. Are you having multiplying thoughts or dividing thoughts?
Man, you are really encouraging me, motivating me, inspiring me. God is really using you to help me out, bro.
What's going on, family? You guys are so amazing. It's your boy, Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the podcast, 5 minutes of motivation. I want to talk to all of the married couples on today. Y'all already know I ain't got that much time, so I'm going to make the best of the time that we do have. I want to ask you a quick question. In your marriage, let's really be honest. I know that marriage is really difficult. I know marriage is tough. I know it. I get it. And I'm not talking to those that live a fairy tale marriage that say, oh, marriage shouldn't be hard. Marriage. Okay, cool. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to those people that say, listen, my marriage is kind of on the rocks, right? But I want to ask you a question. And this goes for both sides. I'm speaking to myself as well. Because oftentimes we can look at our marriage and say, this needs to be fixed. This needs to be fixed. This, you, all the things you'll point to somebody else, your other partner, right? When was the last time that you really looked at yourself like, listen, let me ask myself this one question. Am I having dividing thoughts or multiplying thoughts? Now, I want to break this thing down before I run out of time. Your thoughts will dictate your actions every single time. Let's call a spade, fellas. Your thoughts will dictate all of your actions, period. Because most times in a relationship, before you act something out, you already thought about it, right? Think about that statement. Before you act anything out in your relationship, you have already thought about it. So I want to pose a question to the men and the women. Are you having dividing thoughts or multiplying thoughts? Quick quiz real fast. Do you say stuff like, I gotta go out to dinner with the wife? I gotta go out to eat with the husband? Or do you say, listen, I get the opportunity to go out to eat with my husband. I get the opportunity to go out to eat with my wife, right? Plays a major difference. Now, the reason I say that is because the words that you say leading up to the interaction with your person will dictate what the outcome will be, right? So think about your thoughts and it's crazy because your thoughts are very powerful. Your thoughts, like I said, it drives your actions. Your thoughts can drive an outcome. Your thoughts can drive how something turn out. Your thoughts can drive how your relationship turns out as well. Your thoughts can dictate how an argument turns out. That's a fact. So really think about it. Are you having dividing thoughts? Dividing means, of course, dividing up. Like it's not together. It's not connected. Multiplying thoughts simply means I'm multiplying what we have and it's growing to something better. Right? Question. So do you always leave your wife out of certain things like business moves? Nah, you just reap the benefits. No, y'all should be a partnership. I was reading this post and I believe it to be true. And you know, what's going on, family? I know that you're enjoying the episode, but I had to pause to ask you a quick question. Have you ever been through anything in life that was so life altering that it changed your life forever? I mean, have you ever been and had a job and you lost that job? I mean, your dream job, you lost that job for whatever reason. Maybe you're an entrepreneur. You started a business and the business started off great and then it seemed as if it was going downhill. And now you're at a place, you lost your marriage, you lost your children, you lost some major things in your life. And now you're at a place in life where you're like, hey, this is the end of the road. I don't see it getting better. I got news for you. It will get better. And I wrote a book just for you. It's entitled Winning After a Major Loss. You need to go and get your copy. Go to barnesandnoble.com, go to amazon.com, get your copy right now. Winning After a Major Loss. I promise you, it's going to change the trajectory of your life. It's going to change your mindset. Most importantly, it's going to change your heart about your situation because I promise you, you can win after a major loss. Go get your copy now. Barnes & Noble's, amazon.com. Order your copy now. Let's get back to the episode. They said that most successful people, like wealthy people, they said that they gain their success because they work with their spouse. And this is what I want you to do, right? Because many people will say, hey, my relationship is horrible. Listen, I truly believe this with all of my being and everything that I have. Y'all remember what the Love Jones, right? Y'all remember that movie? If you don't, you go look it up. You may be too young. But Love Jones, my man, Lorenz Tate, he said something so powerful. He said, the people that say that they have fallen out of love, that's not what they're saying. What they're saying is they have exhausted the possibilities, meaning we have exhausted the possibilities of us being in love again. We have exhausted the possibilities of us saying, oh man, I miss you today. Many relationships, this is crazy, and I understand. You know, the honeymoon stage where you can't wait to talk to your person, you can't wait to see him, you get butterflies. Many people lose that too fast. And I'm be honest with you. You can be married for 20, 30, 40 years, 10 years, 5 years, 7 years, 6 years, 3 years, 2 years, and that feeling fizzes away. But there should be some type of feeling there as it was in the beginning. It's not going to be as strong. I'm really be honest. You know, when you first met your person, you couldn't wait to talk to them. That feeling, you talk on the phone for hours, right? Now, the phone for hours, you still should be able to do that to a degree now, right? If you allow, you know what? I see this already. I'm going to have to make a part 2 of this because I'm almost out of time. But I want you guys to really look at yourself. Am I doing dividing thoughts? Or am I doing multiplying thoughts? I need y'all to catch me next week for part 2. What's going on, family? I want to say thank you for rocking with us during this episode. We have been so excited to drop this episode. I'm glad that you made it to the end. This is what I want you to do. If you have any takeaways from this episode, leave it in the comments. We want to hear your thoughts. We want to hear how you feel. I want to bring content to you that's relevant to you, that'll help you change your life, because you already know our mission here at AOS Inspires, AOS the podcast, is to empower the world to never give up, one conversation at a time, one interview at a time, one video at a time, to help you live life at the next level. This is what I need you to do. I need you to like, subscribe, share this episode. If it spoke to your life, share this episode with somebody. Why? Because you are connected to some people that we're not connected with. And with that connection together, we can empower the world to never give up. I'm Mr. AOS Inspires. This is AOS the podcast. I can't wait to see you next week. Just in case you didn't know, we drop every single week, 3 times a week. Mondays, 8 a.m., Wednesdays, 8 a.m., and Fridays, 8 a.m. You need to catch an episode. Matter of fact, catch all 3 episodes. It's going to be fire. I promise you it's going to help you doing your everyday life. It's going to help you get to the next level. Let's go.